After more than 2 months, authorities are doing more to lay out their case against a woman who allegedly killed her boyfriend's 6-year-old daughter, her name Bella Fontenelle. The woman is then alleged to have put Bella's body in a large plastic bucket and then dragged the remains over to the biological mother's nearby home, at which point it is alleged that the woman concerned from Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, dumped the bucket and the remains of the 6-year-old girl, Bella Fontenelle, on the front yard of the biological mother. So I'm just going to break this down a little bit. This is believed to have occurred on the evening of April 25th. The father's girlfriend, her name Bunak Hannah Landon, so I believe her legal name would be Bunak, but she's known as Hannah Landon. She is believed to have strangled and beaten 6-year-old Bella Fontenelle to death and then stuffed, forgive my use of language, stuffed Bella's deceased body into a large plastic bucket, put that bucket on a wagon, like a kid's toy, we don't really have them in Australia, like a wagon, and then pulled that dragon 2 blocks across to the biological mother's home and then dumped the bucket with Bella's remains inside. The police were called, the police attended, and the police discovered Bella's remains, and she was declared deceased at the scene. Thankfully, a neighbor's surveillance footage caught Hannah Landon pulling the wagon with a large plastic bucket on it. There's further evidence. Her phone has been analysed. There's activity on there which is going to be used in the prosecution case. Bella's 7-year-old sister has claimed that Hannah Landon was mean to the both of them. I believe it's alleged that the father's girlfriend, Hannah Landon, beat both Bella and Bella's 7-year-old sister on an ongoing basis. So a full coroner's report hasn't been released as yet. The same with the pathology report hasn't been finished or released. However, we are informed that it is believed that Bella died of strangulation as well as blunt force trauma. That's as much information that we have in regards to Bella's tragic death. And we're told that there's no other suspect. The primary suspect is Hannah Landon, the girlfriend of the father, and she's the primary suspect for good reason. There seems to be plenty of evidence, not least of which is surveillance footage of Hannah Landon pulling the wagon with a large plastic bucket on it, which we later discover contains Bella Fontenelle's deceased body. So I would think that this is an open and shut case for whatever relief that may bring the family and friends. But they must be absolutely shattered. Full condolences to all of the family and friends of Bella Fontenelle, her father, her sister, her biological mother. Beyond that, of course, Bella's schoolmates, the teachers, people in the local community, the people in the neighborhood. It's going to be shocking for everybody concerned. It must have been. And this is something that the family is never going to get over. As I say, it does seem, from my understanding, that this is going to be an open and shut case. Hannah Landon is being held without bond until the trial. It seems there's plenty of evidence again. She was caught on camera dragging the wagon with the plastic bucket. There's Hannah Landon's DNA on the bucket. There's phone records. Also, Hannah Landon went to the police station acting in a bizarre fashion prior to the discovery of Bella Fontenelle's deceased body. So the father's girlfriend, Hannah Landon, has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder in relation to the death of Bella Fontenelle. Of course, we all hope that justice is served. We all hope that this banshee, Bunak Hannah Landon, gets the justice that she deserves. She has utterly destroyed Bella's family's lives. This woman has acted in an absolutely horrifically evil way. Obviously, killing Bella, strangling her to death, 6 years old, is an act of absolute evil, but the shockingness of taking Bella's body and dumping it on the biological mother's front yard as an act of, I'm going to say, disrespect. Can you imagine that? What kind of, I'm going to say psychopath, and I don't mean that in a literal sense. I'm not in a position to hand out psychological determinations, but I'm going to say psychopath. That is psychotic to want to harm, to hurt the biological mother in that way. Here's your dead daughter. That is so sick. That's something that the cartel do. Pure evil. So I hope and I'm confident that the father's girlfriend will get the justice that she deserves, which ought to be life in jail. if the death penalty isn't an option. This happened in Louisiana, and I hope a life sentence means no opportunity for parole, and I hope that she gets adequate treatment at the facility that she's held in. Adequate treatment, appropriate treatment from the guards as well as her fellow inmates. I hope that they're able to be given the opportunity to deal with this psychopathic banshee appropriately. It is believed, it is alleged, that Hannah Landon strangled and beat 6-year-old Bella Fontenelle to death, stuffed her body into a bucket, and then dumped the body on the biological mother's front yard. I would like to see her treated in an appropriate fashion. Hannah Landon. I'm going to wrap things up at this point. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Don't watch too many of my videos. I'm going to make a whole batch this evening. Perhaps I'll post them over the next couple of days or so, I'm not sure. But don't allow these subjects to bring you down too much. Going to wrap things up. Take care.